Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside Indiana Overtime. I'm Alex McCarthy with Inside Indiana, Robby Howard, as always, of Inside Indiana. And we're here back in Assembly Hall where Indiana beat another top 10 team. That's, like you said, 7 in the past 2 years?
7 in the past 2 years.
3
10
times.
in the past 3 years.
Right, 3 times Michigan has been that team in the top 10. Excuse me. I'm also battling a little bit of a cold, so
you guys have to listen to me talk more today.
Hey, they get to listen to you talk a little bit more. But Indiana beats Michigan. It's their second top 10 win this season after beating Wisconsin. They win by 11, 63-52. And it was just it was Yogi Ferrell's day basically.
Yeah. I mean, Yogi goes 7 of 8 from 3. I think he was 5 of 6 at halftime. So really just unconscious from 3. I mean, literally every time he shot it, it felt like it went in. I don't even remember when his one miss was.
I was trying to think about that too. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember. I just remember him pulling up time and time again. It goes in. He had 2 shots from 3 in the first half where the shot clock was at 5 or lower, and he jacks it up pretty much just a desperation 3 because shot clock's expiring. Got to throw a shot up, and it goes in. And when those kind of shots go in, you know that it's your day, and that's basically what Michigan coach John Beilein said in the postseason. He's like, I don't care who you are. If Yogi Ferrell goes 7 of 8 from deep and is 8 of 10 overall, you're not going to win in Assembly Hall. And he's right. I mean, it really doesn't matter who you are. Michigan is undoubtedly the best team in the Big Ten right now. I mean, they're on a 10-game winning streak. Their last loss came, I think it was December 14th.
Like early December
against
Arizona.
number 1 Arizona.
In a game that they were
72-70 was how they lost to number 1 Arizona, who fell today, actually lost today, but before that, Arizona unbeaten. And so just a really, really good Michigan team playing very well. They just had 3 wins in a row against, Iowa, Wisconsin, and
Michigan State.
Michigan State, so 3 ranked teams.
And they're beating them on the road. I mean, they beat Michigan State. Michigan State. I think Iowa was at Iowa. Like they've been really, really good, and especially on the road. I think. I think Ferrell said that after the game that they realize that Michigan is really, really good and tough on the road, and part of that is because they shoot the ball so well, or they have until today. They were off all night, especially Nick Stauskas. And the thing was, he didn't even really have much of a chance to miss shots. He only took 6 shots, only 2 3-pointers, 2 3-pointers, and they were just baffled basically. They couldn't get the ball to Stauskas, and shots just weren't falling like they were for Indiana. It was a really odd inverse. I mean, like the first half, Indiana way outshot Michigan, but Michigan out-rebounded Indiana. Like those were 2 things that were very backwards. But in the second half, Indiana outshot Michigan and out-rebounded them fairly easily. Jordan Morgan had 9 rebounds in the first half and had 1 after halftime. And Noah Vonleh, this was Yogi Ferrell's game. I mean, he had 7 3-pointers.
He was the guy guarding Stauskas.
But almost quietly, Noah Vonleh had a double-double and had some really big rebounds, including one with 30 seconds left on a missed Yogi Ferrell free throw that he dunked back in to give IU a 9-point lead to basically
sealed the game.
Basically sealed.
I mean, it might have been sealed before, but that was sort of the exclamation mark on the victory. And I think we talk a lot about Yogi Ferrell, and this was his game, but you have to look at the IU defense. I mean, to lock down Stauskas to just 6 points, he came in averaging 18. He was really hot, and he, like you said before, he did nothing today. Michigan was averaging 77 points a game. They only score 52 today. I mean, that's unreal. And then, of course, Indiana's shooting in the second half. They shoot 65% from the field in the second half, and that's just crazy.
It doesn't happen.
This was, I don't think it'd be a stretch to say this was the best overall game that Indiana had played this season.
Yeah, probably
mainly because of Yogi Ferrell.
Because the Wisconsin one was impressive in its own right, but it was kind of one of those games that they just won it kind of with hustle and with the little things and stuff like that. But tonight a very, very good Michigan team came in here and was the second best team. I mean, Indiana.
And they completely shut them down. to completely shut down a Michigan team that coming into today we had heard about how great they are at spacing, and Tom Crean talks a lot about how Michigan puts 5 guys on the court at all times who can score. They're all capable of scoring, and the guards are great three-point shooters, the guards are good at getting to the rim, guards can knock down mid-range shots, and for IU to take away all that, Michigan only shoots 40% today. They were averaging 49%. Three-point shooting, Michigan was only 3 for 13, only 23.1%. They were averaging almost 40%, so that's almost cut it in half.
Yeah.
Just a very, very solid defensive performance from the Hoosiers collectively, and then, of course, the offense was Yogi Ferrell.
Well, yeah, basically. And Crean wanted, he gave credit after the game also to Will Sheehy on defense, because he always gives credit to Sheehy on defense, just because that's really where he thrives, and that's where, even when he's having an off night, scoring the ball, which he's had a lot this year, he's still kind of the center of that defense in terms of, he's always been kind of that guy who manages switches. When, like last year when Indiana was taken down, Trey Burke, Oladipo was a huge part of that, but Sheehy was also instrumental in just kind of making sure that everybody else kind of, had Hardaway covered and had, all these guys covered. And then this year it was the same thing, where he maybe wasn't on Stauskas the whole time, or an enormous part of the time. I mean, Ferrell was for a lot, because they wanted to have kind of a quicker guy. But Sheehy was still just, you could see him just kind of directing traffic on defense. And we'll see if unlike that win against Wisconsin, we'll see if Indiana can follow that with another win. Obviously they were terrible after Wisconsin, they losing to Northwestern. But this time, I think their next game is Minnesota.
It's a week from today.
Yeah, so they have a whole week to kind of be able to handle this win, and continue to work on.
And plenty of practice time too, because something that Crean talked about after the Wisconsin win was he said he could sort of see in practice that the team sort of, I don't know, necessarily got a big head is sort of the general idea that he talked about, and then so they came out flat against Northwestern. Well, now, if you have a full week in between, you have plenty of practice time to make sure that doesn't happen. If they come out on Monday or Tuesday, whenever they practice next, and have a bad practice, they've got plenty of time to correct that and fix that.
Yeah, and we'll see if they do at Minnesota. I think I'm going to be there.
Wow. Commitment.
Surprise. I think I'm going to be there. Not 100% sure, but maybe I'll see you from there. Maybe we'll do an overtime from back
here in Bloomington. I will not be there.
Right. Maybe we'll do an overtime from back here in Bloomington if it doesn't work out. But until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with my voice and listening to Robby. For Robby Howard, I'm Alex McCarthy. This has been Inside Indiana Overtime.